I had a feeling he was going to get the Pellegrino.
I'm bougie.
I know, I could tell.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you could tell.
Yeah, that's
You think I'm bougie?
you have good high
What?
standards.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad thing.
No.
I have high standards. What do you mean?
Like how you hold yourself, like how you carry yourself.
Like the way I dress? Or,
Very nice. I like it.
thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome. Jay.
Are we ready? Are we ready to really do this thing?
Yeah, let's do it.
1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11.
Mhm.
When I was a child, I spake as a child, understood as a child, thought like a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things. Exclusively.
With Jay Woods. Yeah.
Specifically.
Well, we appreciate you coming in here today and bringing all the testosterone. Yeah, we've been running a little low over here.
A lot of estrogen in the room.
Yeah, more than we need. We need some testosterone.
Are we both
Oh.
single now? Is that what we're saying?
Oh, yeah, I'm always single.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, unless somebody is gonna,
Come up off of it.
Come up off of it. What we come up off of?
I mean, yeah, I'm single.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Any prospects?
No.
I feel like I'm leading the interview. Let me stop. Okay.
No, I have no prospects. No, I'm not even speaking to anyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just the men in the area. Is that what it is? Or we're just
I was
not,
gonna ask you that.
we're kind of focused on,
Cause I heard I didn't hear, but it's something in the water over here in the Shoals area.
what? There's a lot of good men over here.
Yeah.
Well, the only bad thing is it's a lot of good men, but a lot of them get gone quick off the market. A lot of them already married, maybe have a kid or two.
Or maybe they're not married and they have a kid or two.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, but I don't think everybody wants that. So sometimes that dwindles down the talent
Yeah.
pool.
Yeah, I just somehow met all the wrong men. Well, maybe not. They were wrong for the longevity, but they were right for where I'm at now.
Everything happens for a reason.
It does. It does. So, are you single?
I am.
Any prospects?
We are focused on
Who's we?
me, myself, and I.
Oh,
Love that.
oh, okay. Continue. I'm sorry.
We're like, I really am focused on kind of like, trying to continue to grow what I'm doing this year. Like 2026, I feel like is a year for me to set myself up, not only financially, but like career wise. So where when I do find somebody, it's almost like a plug and play instead of like, hey, I find somebody and I'm still trying to focus on this and I can't give you the time that, you deserve. So that's what I'm kind of focused on right now.
I'm glad you're honest about that.
I mean, if the right one come along, I'm always open, but I'm not going to,
Yeah.
I
I feel the same way though. For myself, like I'm not where I want to be
yeah.
in anything.
I don't know if we ever are. We're always going to want more.
You should want more. You should want to grow. You should want to always be better and do better. But I don't feel like where I'm at right now is like substantial to carry a relationship
Yeah.
and myself. For someone to need from me what I don't have to give.
Yeah. I mean,
Time.
we're young. Y'all younger than me, obviously.
No word. You know, you.
I'm
What's
old.
that supposed to mean?
Do you know how old we are?
How old are you?
We're both 30.
Y'all just said that 99 was like old.
No. I didn't say anything.
I said you barely made it as a 90s baby because we were born in 95.
Yeah.
But I still made it, though.
Barely.
I didn't have a problem with it.
I didn't say I had a problem with it. Y'all just like to claim y'all are 90s babies and just know everything.
But we are. Like, it's on the birth certificate. Like,
It is the 90s. You're the beginning. You're April 15th, right?
yeah, April 15th.
Mm-hmm.
How you know?
Well, we know a lot about you.
Y'all did y'all research. I'm scared now.
Oh, yeah. April 15th, 1999.
But, by
How
the
many?
way,
8 pounds? 9 pounds?
I was a big baby. I was 9
Yeah.
pounds.
9 pounds, yeah.
Are you like a mind reader or something?
No, I just do my research.
Okay.
I know. That's what,
what-
yeah. It was in your Michigan State.
my bio.
Mm-hmm.
His birth weight?
His mom told him, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So one thing about I like to do is look up men's huddle accounts
You watched my film?
Yeah, I did.
Was I pretty good? Or
I mean, you were a safety.
Mhm.
I have trouble finding you or like the positions, you know.
Mhm. But I thought like when you watch
They'll
the huddle,
circle
they'll
it.
circle it.
Yeah, but then I'm like already off track. I didn't see 10 guys running around, so I'm like, there he is. Good, you were great. I read your stats too. You actually did really well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I love huddle. That's how I find out how tall you really are, how much you weigh.
How tall am I?
6'3".
I'm actually taller.
Okay.
You look taller than 6'3". Whenever, when you walked in, I was like, I don't know.
Okay. Alrighty. It's gotten me far. Not too far, but far enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I have a really important question to ask you, though. I cannot forget this.
I think this is the first question of the day. Let's go ahead.
You deer hunt?
I do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we need to go deer hunting.
Have y'all
No.
never been? Have y'all shot a gun before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just never killed anything.
Mm-mm.
I went when I was a kid, and I was like, it's cold.
I'm not going to complain, I promise. What time do you go? 3 a.m.?
No, I'm more of an evening hunter.
Yes. Okay. I need to get some deer jerky. I'll give you the best deer jerky you've ever had in your life.
You know how to make it?
My uncle makes it.
Oh.
I can get it made for you.
Well, I got some like slices.
Well, I really want to do it myself, though. I really want to go out there and put in the work. I've
Well,
never been, but I do have my hunter's education card.
We'll take you out there then.
Yeah, I
Shoot
need to
the
go.
doe.
I'm a buck.
You want a buck?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I gotta go. February 10th is the last day. I'll research that too.
yeah.
Yeah, but neither of us know how to use a gun.
We don't need to be unsupervised.
Maybe that's the first step. Then maybe we need to go to like the gun range and like get a couple shots. Because what you don't want to do is go out there and you haven't really shot, and then shoot the deer bad, and then it like runs forever.
Oh yeah, we gotta go find it. Then
And you
come and
not-
feel bad. I won't be able to sleep at night.
Yeah.
Well, how about you just shoot it? But I was just gonna say,
You just want to go, huh?
Yeah.
Just take a picture with it.
I guess is that what you do? Yeah.
I don't know. That's what a lot of people do nowadays.
I think that's what everybody does actually.
Social media, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I know about social media. Yeah. I know. I like social media. I do to an extent for my own benefit.
Yeah.
Maybe one day. Right
Okay.
now it's just so exhausting. But yours looks great.
You said my social media looks great.
It looks really good. Yeah.
I think that's like, I think the exact opposite actually. Like I don't put a lot of time into it. Probably more, I should put more into it just because of like the platform.
Yeah, I know.
But
Me too.
social media is not reality.
It's not, but you have to be
Never.
honest about that. Social media is not real to an extent. It's just a brief second of your life. But
Yeah.
you just have to be authentic about that. And there are people out there that, not all bad is going to be on social media. There's good
Well,
people
I think like you can tell the biggest thing with social media, you can tell the people that are genuine at what
Mhm.
they do and what they like passionate about.
Yeah.
But you also got a lot of people that just kind of like force it, you know?
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be one of those ones to like force it because I do like the stuff I do, I love, but
Mhm.
I'm not good at telling a story to somebody else, you know? And I think that's what you have to
Yeah.
do on social media to like draw that audience.
It's hard.
I can't. Like, this is hard enough for me.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. And then I realized that like when I was doing it for a reason and purpose and passion, like I didn't want to post as much because like you're like putting more of your like soul out there, like yourself. And it's not just surface level. And it's hard to post more when it's not surface level than when it is.
Mm.
But it just gets exhausting.
But don't y'all have to kind of be like into social media since y'all are doing like this?
yeah,
Yeah.
to an extent. And so you too, you have a presence out here.
I don't have to though.
So you just have that presence without it.
That's not what I mean. What I'm saying is
No,
like
it's fi-
you're
yeah.
building your brand, like
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like me personally, like my brand is me, but I don't have to necessarily build it because like
Yeah.
I got stuff to take care of the bills. Like I got I work and I got a farm and stuff. So
Yeah. So you're good. Like you're good with if all that goes away. All the
yeah, I could delete my social media today and be fine.
Yeah.
But I do like to keep up with people. I think it's a
Mhm.
good way to like see your friends, that you don't get to see all the time, like see what they're doing. So
Yeah.
Okay. So when someone meets you, what are you hoping your first impression is on somebody whenever they see who you are, they know who you are? What are you hoping that they see?
yeah, I think if I reference a lot of like football stuff, like coaches telling me this or like people like that, I apologize. But
No.
my
that's
coach always
fine.
told me like, one thing you want to be remembered as like the best thing you be remembered as a great teammate. And then I feel like it goes back to like when people say, hey, look, people don't really remember the conversation or even what you said to them, but they remember how like you make them feel. So I always want like people to feel good around me, be themselves. And not feel like they, I don't want to be around him. So
Do you ever feel misunderstood?
do I ever feel misunderstood? I mean, I wouldn't say I feel that way just because I'm not a person to really care about what other people think. But it's more to like, if somebody does feel some type of way, then I'll try to make it right. So
Yeah, I feel that for sure about like how you make somebody feel.
yeah,
That's all that matters. Because people are gonna think whatever they want to think about you, even if you did nothing to them,
right.
and they just don't want to. They just like, no, not my type of person.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it. But no, the coach thing is great because I believe in mentorship, and I believe that's a big part of football. You can carry forever. Is like your mindset and being a mentor and having those coaches. Those coaches are important. Do you feel like they're all coaches are like in football?
I think like, oh, go ahead.
No, you're fine.
I feel like I didn't know you was continuing with your question or not.
I said it
So
for you.
I feel like all coaches, no matter what sport, no matter what level, has some type of impact on a kid's life. Just because, like, looking back at the coaches I had, whether it's positive or negative, I had a lot of good coaches.
It'll stick with you no matter. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good.
Whichever, bad or good coach, something about him is going to stick with you for the rest of your life.
Right. And you're going to carry that into the next level of life you're going to. So, like, growing up, I was never the star player. I played offensive lineman. I was fat, chubby. I was a little
Shut
nerdy.
up.
I promise you I was. And, I had coaches that, would push me and tell me, like, hey, look, you got the potential to do what you want to do, but you got to go hard. Then I have some coaches that just, oh, you're not going to be nothing. Oh, you soft, you this and that.
Really?
And both of those coaches still had an impact on me. So,
Yeah, 100%. Do you carry the positive more than the negative, or?
I don't know. I feel like I'm more of a like, I love it when somebody has something negative to say or do. That kind of fuels me a little bit more. I
like
don't know,
a
play with like a
challenge.
chip on your shoulder kind of.
Yeah, it's like, but
So-
then you get to the point like you have to prove it to yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Did y'all play sports?
I played basketball up until like middle school, and I started cheering.
Okay.
Go Wildcats! I got kicked off the team.
I played basketball and softball all through 5 years to 18
She's
years.
very
Yeah.
athletic.
Okay.
She
Well,
is.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, your brother is, so
Yeah.
Well, that's too. Put us beside each other, and he got the better genes out of us too. So
You are athletic though. You always were athletic in school, and yeah, it runs in the family. I'm sure you have those genes in you. You do.
they're tucked away somewhere.
Basketball is my favorite sport.
yeah.
But I am more associated with football. I do have I get pulled more towards football, as far as like a mission type of thing.
Yeah, I think you can definitely reach a lot more people with football. One, because you just have more players on the team. And then I think it's a good opportunity for people that don't come from a lot just to kind of plug and play. Because, everything else, like when you look at different sports like baseball, hockey, like you start looking at some of those, like cost of it, it's like crazy.
Yeah, and that's the thing with kids not being able to play sports and stuff like that because of their financial
Right.
means, and trying to change that. But cheering, I think it was like $3,000 to $5,000 a year.
That's crazy.
You had to have uniforms, you had to have camp uniforms, you had to have. I mean, it was just insane. I feel so bad for my parents.
Yeah.
I bet they were so happy that I got kicked off the team. So
What did you get kicked off the team for?
I was just kind of isolated because nobody was allowed to hang out with me because I was a bad influence. Now look at me influencing. But so the girls on the team were real snotty and cliquey and stuff, and we just pulled a prank, a couple of us, and yeah, we got kicked off.
That's some like mean girl stuff right there.
I wouldn't do it today. I wouldn't do it now, today.
Nah, I mean,
my
it's
time.
a harmless prank, honestly.
Y'all should check yourselves.
Gotta check
Yeah.
yourself for you record.
So your safety
I am. Was.
well, you were, and it's always in your
Retired.
yeah.
Maybe Mike could come back though.
Yeah. So you played in Michigan, and you got a lot of Big Ten. You was yeah.
Oh yeah, Big
Yeah.
Ten country.
Oh yeah. I'm a Ohio State fan.
Interview over.
I can be a Michigan fan today.
Please.
Yeah. Just for you, I'll be a Michigan fan right now.
Perfect.
Ouch. Someone's popped. But Big Ten, but this is SEC country here.
Right.
And that's where you come from.
Mhm.
Was that difficult to go up there and be part of Big Ten?
You know, looking back on it, yes, when I was
Mhm.
young, because my dream school was always LSU or Auburn,
Mm.
and I actually got the LSU offer, didn't get the Auburn offer, but Michigan just held so much weight because it was my first offer.
Mm-hmm.
It was when I was going to 10th grade, spring ball game.
That's young.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like Kirby Smart on the sideline. At that time, Derek Ansley was Kentucky coach, and then Tyrone Wheatley was the Michigan recruiter down there, and they were all there to see somebody else.
Yeah.
But I just had like an amazing game, and literally like a week after, I got the Michigan and Kentucky offer same day,
Heck yeah.
and Michigan just had a lot of weight. The prestige of the university,
Mm-hmm.
just having that. The biggest stadium in college football
I did
was
not know
another center
that.
point. And then, like, at the time, they were the first team to go Jordan. So you would get all the J's. And I was like, that's not bad.
So
All the
did
J's.
it just take you out of nowhere?
What, when I got the offer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was,
You're probably like, oh, wrong person. You were there to see me.
That's crazy though. 10th grade,
yeah.
and this is before the NIL stuff.
Wait, I wish I got that. Well, I mean,
Do you? It could have changed your life in a not great way though too. I think that's what
I think being 70-18 with a couple 100,000 in your
would
account,
probably not
That's
be good.
Yeah.
I know. That would be great for me.
But maybe for you, because maybe you're just built different than a lot of these kids that have nothing and they get handed $200,000 and they've never had good mentorship or good leaders in their family to be like, hey, like, we're not going to go and just balls to the wall out here.
Yeah.
And then bad things happen to them and happen to other people. And it's sad. It's so sad. So, I mean, the NIL can be, I mean, it could be used for my opinion.
Yeah.
It could be used differently. So these kids have more of an advantage and make it past, 4 years in college or however long, or go to the NFL. What does this person actually need? As far as life experience, as far as mentorship, guidance,
Yeah.
before we hand them $200,000.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. But then things happen, and then they're out. It's unfortunate.
Well, from like my point of view, going into college, the biggest difference is like you have to realize it's a business.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you realize that until you actually get in it as a freshman. And whenever you look at it that way, I think your perception of everything changes. So like even if you are getting paid like X amount of number, like or X amount of money, then I feel like you're going to go about your business in a different way as well. So it could be a blessing or a curse. And I think for a lot of kids too, like having that extra money in your pocket to send home, because home ain't always good, or, little brother might need some clothes or shoes for school or anything like that. That's always good. Because I know in my time there, we were getting like stipend checks, right?
Okay, yeah.
And you would like still have people taking care of family from back home just off of those stipend checks, which weren't a lot. So like I could just only imagine what NIL would do like during that time period.
Yeah.
But like you said, I think it's more about the people that they're around versus like actually just giving them amount of money, because these kids are worth every bit of every dollar that they're bringing in for the university. But you got to have a good team around them to make sure that they're spending on the right things and not getting taken advantage of and things like that.
Exactly. So it's more like if you're going to do the NIL with conditions.
Right.
So just that's what like in high school and stuff. One of the main things they don't teach is how to fill out a job application, how to fill out your W-2s, how to write a check. Like just basic like knowledge that some people just don't have. They're not taught because they don't come from a home that's teaching those things.
Right.
So then you push these kids out here into the real world, and then they just get like stuck, or they feel lost or isolated. And it's easy. It's easy for any of us. I could have been handed $200,000, and I promise I probably wouldn't have it now. Back then, and I don't play football.
Yeah.
I probably would have gave it to someone that played football. So,
So you tricking then, huh?
yeah, you knew. Tricking if you got it. I ain't got it. So my tricking days are over.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I don't think. And then what about high schools? Do you think high schools are doing NIL deals?
Yeah, some of them are. I know not in Alabama.
Oh,
Like,
not in
I was saying it's a
Alabama.
thing in high school.
Not
though,
in Alabama, guys.
yeah.
for legal purposes.
Allegedly. They
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
I know,
We already
no.
know how that goes. But yeah, if I have a kid right now,
Yeah.
I'm shipping them out of Alabama just because like you gotta take full advantage of it. You know, if somebody's gonna pay you to perform, especially like with football, we all know you can get hurt one day and that be like your career is done. So you gotta take advantage of it now.
Yeah.
So.
There's so much you could do after football though, like with your knowledge that you have,
Right.
and your discipline and all that. That there's so much you can go off of football, and I was actually, me and her were having a conversation one day, and I said, agencies matter. I feel like market, like your team actually matters. Who these players have around them, because you are a brand. You can football. It ends eventually. I mean, you get to an age, you retire. God forbid, someone gets hurt.
Right.
But like, you have to market yourself and brand yourself off of being just a football player. And that even in like movies, musicians, all that, like royalties matter. Like that's where you're going to have your income. So I think a lot of these people need to know, because they were on the news the other day. It was an Eagles player, old Eagles player that actually was found dead. And
The homeless thing, yeah.
yeah. So it's like, they're just, mentorship matters, who you have around you. It needs to come with it in sports. That's what sports are amazing. I love sports. But we also had to push the humanity side, and that these guys out here are not just a dollar sign.
Yeah, you definitely got to have a something that you love outside of football. That's what a lot of people struggle with. Even I did, after I got done playing. Like, you got to find something that you're really passionate about, and know that whatever your passion is, you can make, a living off of that. You don't want to make a living off of something that you're not going to be passionate about, because sooner or later you're going to get burnt out, or you're going to be depressed or something like that.
Yeah.
So
I was watching a documentary of Brian Dawkins. He was an old Eagles player, had all this money. He ended up just giving it to family members, friends, whatever. And he was talking about how he had suicidal thoughts because he still felt like he wasn't doing enough. Yeah. It was so sad.
That's big. Like, even I think, just as a man, you always want to provide and protect for the people around you.
Yes.
So even from my situation, like, whenever I felt like, I didn't make it to the NFL, like, I felt like I let a lot of people down, like, whenever I didn't do certain things in life, it's like, you feel that pressure. So I definitely get where you're coming from with, like, especially money-wise. That's the biggest thing. Like, so.
Do you saw that pressure on your shoulders even after that? Like now, today?
Oh, definitely. And I think it's a good thing. Like, it's a good pressure.
Yeah.
It's not the same type of pressure it was. Like, it's more of a, like, oh, this is, like, what's pushing me. This is my why. Like, so I can provide for not just my family I have now, but, like, my future family. I think that's what really makes a man, being able to provide. So
yeah, I think that you shouldn't have it all on your shoulders, though. Like, I think that's a big thing with men, or men that care, or you are allowed to, like, rest. You're allowed to, like, not carry that. You're allowed to, one day have someone to be like, let me take your shoes off for you. You run your bath.
I think
do your cufflinks,
nice.
Like, that's what with men's mental health. It's not, you're fine. Like, you should not have to carry that because statistics say, or society says, that you're a man, that you were responsible for everything.
You can't have feelings.
Well, this is the thing, though. Just being a man.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna come save you as a man. Like, not saying that it's always like that as a woman as well, but like, literally as a man, another man's not gonna come pick you up. So you gotta fend for yourself. You gotta do for yourself. You can't rely on anybody else. So that's why I said you gotta be able to provide not only for yourself, but if you want a family, you gotta do that too. So
that's I mean, 100%. I'm glad that you feel that way. I'm glad that that's how you were raised and instilled within you. And with some women, I felt like I went to save a man, and then I always end up, like, hurt and not well, because I feel like if I can, like, come in and change someone's situation, or take that weight off their shoulders, that I will be enough. But that's
like your
never
value.
been.
That's what you're saying, like.
Yeah, but that's never been enough.
Yeah.
For anyone. So that just was not my weight to carry. I always try to carry too much weight.
Yeah.
Or prove, because these days women are, what does your man do for you? Does he take you on trips? Does he pay for this? Does he pay for that? Pay your bills? Get your nails done? Get your hair done? And it's just like one of those things. It's like, you're making us all look bad. You're making us all look bad because not all women are like that.
Yeah.
So then I felt like maybe I needed to prove that I was different and I was not like that. So then I was getting their nails done and getting their hair done, taking them on trips,
You
and then
you was icing them out, huh?
I mean,
Back to the trick.
yeah. So it's like there has to be like a 50-50 balance of that. I was raised like very male dominated. I have a very like male presence in my life, and my dad was like, never depend on a man. Never, 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 never.
Right.
You should be able to stand on your own 2 feet if nobody else is there at the end of the day.
Yeah. I think that's something that I'll probably instill in my daughters too. Like, look, make sure you're self-sufficient and independent enough to where you don't need anything or need anybody, but it's more of a want. Because whenever you need it and rely on it, you'll put up with a lot of like bullshit, you know, that you shouldn't probably would. But I think that's why, you know, a lot of people are in relationships because, you know,
It's convenient.
it's convenient and it's comfortable, you know, but they don't really enjoy that person.
No. Relationships are hard. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever be in a relationship again. I don't know. I talk to you about this all the time. Like, I don't know.
That's not a good mentality to have. Though.
No, because I know. But it's like I'm so okay by myself finally.
Yeah.
And it took me a long time to get here. It took me a long time to be able to sleep by myself again. And now that I have spent the last 5 years being so independent, that being around a lot of people at one time really overstimulates me now.
Yeah.
It's like relearning everything. It's just a lot. I love a good man.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I do love relationships. I love to have someone to like share your life. Stop looking at me like that right now.
What? I was looking at Connor.
Okay. Anyways, we're supposed to move on.
I'm still letting you talk.
No. Okay, I get on that man thing. I'm not going to shut up. I'm very loyal though, but that doesn't get you anywhere.
Loyalty?
Yeah, because that was my thing. Is like, I'm so loyal.
No. I think you should always be who you are.
Yeah.
And never change for the person you're with. So like you saying you're loyal.
Yeah.
Don't say that it's not gonna get you anywhere. You just haven't found that person to really.
No, true. Yeah, I know. I agree with you.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
So.
You're so right. And I agree with you 100%. I used to say like, why, but that was my thing was why am I giving these men everything, my all, and I'm so loyal? Like, why do I keep getting hurt if I'm so good to you?
Yeah.
And that's when I realized that like, you can be so good to somebody and so loyal and have those qualities, and you're just not the right person for them.
Don't expect yourself out of other people.
100%. Yeah. So I think that's a lot of pressure we all carry as far as like finding a good man. And I like the natural way.
I don't carry that. Finding a good man.
No, you are a good man.
I would like to think so.
I can tell.
Thank you.
You're a good man. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I knew you were going to be when you asked you wanted the Pellegrino. I knew
That was a test.
I knew he had high standards. Yeah, that was a test. That's why I got 2. I usually only get 1 because I'm the only one that drinks it.
Yeah.
No, you passed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you
No,
like
thank
it?
you.
Do you like it?
I do. I like it's very refreshing. It's
It is,
better
isn't
than
it?
just drinking like regular water.
Thank you.
You know?
Okay.
That's a real man.
Real men drink sparkling water.
They do. Especially the ones from Italy.
Put that in the marketing to get a brand deal with them.
I did. I sent them a package, Pellegrino.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Tell them to send me one.
I will when
I'm
they
more
send me
of a-
one.
I'm more never mind, I'm not gonna say
They'll probably
it.
send you one before they send me one. And then I'm going to be like, but yo, let them know who put you on some Pellegrino.
Mineral water.
That's sparkling from the foothills of my grandfather's land in Tuscany.
Sometimes I can't tell you being serious or just
No,
playing.
she's
like,
not.
I'm Italian.
If
really?
I'm laughing, then it's not true.
What are you? No, the Tuscany thing. No, my grandfather's from Akron, Ohio. That's why I'm a Ohio State fan.
Boo.
Yeah, I mean, here.
Go blue.
Go Michigan. What were y'all? What's your
Ducks or something. Wait,
It's
no,
go
that
blue.
was
That's what they say. Go blue.
no,
But the-
that was.
We're Wolverines.
Oregon?
I was thinking of
Ducks.
Oregon.
I used to live in Oregon too.
I should mind my business.
I should be an Oregon fan. What are the Ducks though? I mean, what I hate a duck. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You beat duck hunting. Let's go duck hunting. Matter of fact, I need to kill me a couple of ducks.
That's probably the most fun you'll ever have hunting. duck
Really?
hunting.
Duck
Really?
hunting? When do you go? At night or day or?
You go early in the morning. You gotta wake up. Well, for
How about
me,
we just don't go to sleep?
a lot of times we don't.
Yeah, that's more my style.
If we're going on like a trip to Arkansas and we got a big cabin with all the boys, we'll just stay up all night and
Heck
then
yeah,
go straight to the blind.
that's my kind of party.
About 4 a.m. in the morning. Set up, be ready to shoot by daylight, which is usually about like 6, so
Oof.
5. kill them, eat them,
Oh,
repeat.
I didn't say I was
All
going to eat
day.
the duck.
Is it an all day thing?
No,
Sounds
it depends
about
on,
right.
depends on how like good the hunt is. Sometimes hunts last up to like 45 minutes. Sometimes
That's
it could
it?
be like an hour or two.
Oh,
I have never been hunting for anything.
It's fine. I'll take y'all. I promise you I will.
you better quit it.
I
No,
will
for
hold
real.
you to that. I will show
I
up
swear.
to the farm. I don't know where it's at, but I'll find it.
She know where is it.
Yep, Connor. Take me there. Take me there, please.
But we don't hunt at the farm. But
I know. I'm just kidding. No, but I'm coming by for the night bag. And I'm like, yo, you said you were gonna take me hunting. Let's go.
Well, when I hunt in this area, I hunt over here actually. Most shows. It's called G6. It's probably the best duck hunting in the area.
I was gonna say write it down, but it's on film, so
G6 waterfowl. Shout out Casey. Shout out Dale. Shout out Blake.
There you go.
yeah. Don't shoot if you see me on your property.
Okay, don't call them on their property without them there. Though.
No, I would not go on anybody's property. They're like, lock them up.
Lock 'em up.
Hit
Lock
the
'em.
road.
Hit the-
This
Matter
ain't
of
state property.
Y'all are so like coded.
No, I don't know. I'm not.
See, coded
Are
seems
you?
like a younger generation word.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I thought y'all were probably like 23, 24.
I mean, I appreciate it. I'll take it as a compliment.
No,
Like, when
you
y'all
thought that was
first
because of the
said
code
that-
thing, not because of how I look.
No. When y'all told me, no, first of all, when
Oh,
y'all
fine,
walked in and never, y'all was like, you born 99? I was like, y'all must be born like 2003 or something like that.
No. 1990, November 17th, 1995.
What about you?
October 16th. So we're right at a month apart.
Yeah, then you're April 15th. We're 15, 16, 17. Oh, that might mean something. I don't know. I didn't think about that, but
It
I don't
might.
know. I'm not really like I do look at like zodiac signs sometimes, but
I'm not into
yeah, I'm not into that. Like, what are you? Are we compatible? No, no, I don't know. I don't care if we're compatible or not. I'm gonna give it a shot.
I'm going to shoot that shot
I'm gonna shoot my
regardless.
shot. Yeah, like Stephen Curry.
Stephen Curry.
Yeah, that's my guy. But anyways, what were we talking about?
I couldn't tell you.
Me either. But I do want to talk about your childhood.
Okay.
I do. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Because
about it?
I read where your mom had talked about when she came to school to pick you up when you were in like pre-K.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
should know this.
You just said when my mom came to pick me up. She
Yeah,
picked me up a
from-
lot of times. I tell her-
Shout out to your mom.
Yeah.
But no, she came to pick you up, and you were in the corner reading a book, and she was like kind of worried, like, why is he not interacting with other kids? Is he good? And the teacher was like, no, he does. He does interact with other kids, but he had a goal set that he was going to finish that book before he left
Oh,
for the
yeah,
day.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot of discipline as a child.
Well, I think a key piece that we're missing there too was I was a nerd growing up too, so I probably did want to read the book rather than like be around everybody. But
that.
no, I've always been the type like once I start something, I gotta finish it, and like no matter what it is, and I think that's what really helped me like in my adulthood because as a man, like this is going back to football, right? Coach Cutcliffe, shout out Coach Cut. He gave us this thing that we say all the time at Duke. Like it's called a man's rule. You gotta do what you're supposed to be doing when you're supposed to be doing it the best you can do it. And like as a man, that's what you have to do, whether it's something you want to do or not. But if you're supposed to be doing it and you're there on time where you're supposed to be doing it, doing the best you can, you're gonna have the best pillow in the world. You know what that is? Peace of mind.
I know that's right.
When you
That's
lay
true,
down at
yeah.
night, you know you did everything right for
Yeah.
that day. You did all you could. There's nothing else you could have done to change anything.
Yeah,
You can sleep good at night. So
that's so true.
I love that.
Yeah. Does it ever, you feel like there's negatives parts of that too, though, that you know, because it's so, and being a nerd, there's nothing wrong with that. I used to love to read. She reads now.
yeah.
And I think that's incredible. I wish I could read more, but I think being a nerd is, being like the weird person, kid or weird or whatever is actually really.
I didn't say I was weird.
weird.
but I think it's a difference between being weird and nerds.
That's true.
Not all nerds are weird.
I know.
Not all weird people are nerds.
No. We all have different definitions of weird.
That's crazy.
Just like eccentric.
That's a big word.
Eccentric, just like being an anomaly, being different than like from what you're around.
Yeah, but no,
Anyways, yeah.
childhood wise, yeah, that's how I grew up. And like I feel like I come from a very humble like background.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my dad and my mom always raised me like, hey, look, you treat, you know, and not saying there's nothing wrong with this, but like you treat the janitor just like you would a CEO,
Yes,
right?
yes.
There's no, difference in how you treat people based on like who they are, what they look like or whatever. So I was always grew up doing that. And like me also being like in a different space where I'm with the kids that like Lego robotics, that like to read books, that like to, do stuff like that, versus now I'm with the guys that are, the jocks,
Yeah.
the
Totally
star
different,
athletes
yeah.
and stuff. I kind of tied all that together, and it's like I kind of understand both sides, and I feel like I can kind of mess with anybody.
You
So,
did get the Iron Man award, didn't you?
I did back in high school.
So what does pertain to?
Yeah, I believe it was a while ago, so don't quote me on this. But Iron Man is more of a like you're the person that leads by example and somebody that your teammates can always count on. So
Yeah.
it was like basically like a team captain. Like you're
Well, exactly what you just defined yourself as is how your parents raised you to be.
right.
So you just had that instilled into you from the beginning. And do you feel like there was ever a time in your life that you like got off that path?
I wouldn't say I ever got it like in a place where I'm just like cocky or anything. Maybe a little bit more confident,
That's fine.
There's a big difference.
Yeah,
in that.
big
Yeah.
difference.
But I don't think I ever like looked down on anybody or
No.
like, felt that I'm better than anybody. So I don't think I ever really got off that path. It's just like, when things start changing, you do have to move a little different. Like, because you're put under that microscope and like you have to kind of act accordingly. So
Of course, yes.
You feel
No,
pressure?
100%.
do I feel pressure? Nah.
No.
Well, I mean, I feel it, but I feel like it just goes back to football. I'm sorry.
Once a year.
Look, pressure
Yeah.
either make diamonds or bust pipes. So I feel like it make diamonds in my case.
Yeah.
Like I love pressure. I love
I
that
need to
feeling.
write this down.
I love that feeling of like, hey, look, it's something on the line because that's what I feel
Yeah.
like I perform the best in.
Yes.
Like, am I nervous? Do I get like anxiety and stuff
That's
like that? Yeah, that's
That's human.
that's human. But I also feel like it brings the best out of me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I feel that 100%. That's great. Yeah. Diamonds. I think about the refinery. So I did this Bible study one time. And it was like, what would you call God? What's like God's name for you? What would you consider God to be? And I would always like Alpha and Omega was like my favorite name for like Jesus, which is the beginning and the end. And I was like, but what do I struggle with the most? And it's in the middle, in the process. So which is the refinery. So it's like diamonds are made, they're refined.
yeah,
So I feel like that's when sometimes me personally, I would lose touch with my relationship with God. Would be, we can't wait to get to our goal.
yeah,
Starting gets really hard. So you look for God when it's like help me get started. You want to lean on God. And then in the middle of it, when things are kind of like moving, you're going, or then you're struggling, like when am I going to get there? You start blaming him. It's just my relationship with God became very difficult in the process.
right.
And then the end, there's not an end right now, but I know he's going to be there.
Yeah.
But I had to figure that out. So that's like with being a diamond and being refined.
I
So
mean,
that's my favorite word for God is the refinery.
yeah. I mean, you can't enjoy the sun without the rain. Like that's what it basically
Yes.
boils down to. Like what you just said.
Yeah.
And I completely agree with it.
Yeah.
So.
No, I love that. I love the rain. I do. I love when it
No,
rains outside.
I'm not laughing at you. It's just the way, like, I don't know.
She's just kind of, I love
What
that.
did Morgan
Yeah.
Wallen say? I love me some Morgan Wallen. He said, rain don't go away because we got some love to make. He did. I
When did
know.
he say that? What song did he say that in?
I didn't hear that one either.
You
You
sure
haven't-
that's Morgan Wallen?
I promise it's Morgan Wallen.
Is that Morgan? Can we look that up?
Yeah, please. He said,
pull that up?
rain, don't go away because me and this girl got some love to make. That's what he said.
I'm still not catching the song. It must be, is it older Wallen or newer
Yeah, it's
Wallen?
older.
Okay.
Yeah. Can we please
Pre-whiskey glasses Wallen? or-
I think it was his, it's like age. In the rain, cause he's like, we want to listen to the Tin Roof sing all day long. I can't sing, but I will.
Can you give like the melody?
No. Something about rain. Morgan Wallen, rain. Me and this girl got some love to make. Yeah. Little Rain? Yeah, maybe. That, because he's talking about, yeah, that's it. I love that song.
Little Rain.
Little Rain. It's sun, sun, go away. Come again some other day. Me and this girl got some love to make.
You gonna remember that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go listen to it.
Yeah. That's a good song because he wasn't listening to the Tin Roof sing.
The Tin Roof
Tin Roof. I've been there a couple times. I'm sure you have too.
in Nashville.
Yeah, Demombrian. Yeah. Because your favorite Bible verse.
We went from
It's just
Broadway
like-
to childhood, back to God. Like, okay.
It usually goes childhood,
favorite-
Broadway, God.
Favorite Bible verse,
Yes,
okay?
yes. Your favorite Bible verse.
It's tatted on my chest.
Mhm.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11.
Mhm.
When I was a child, I spake as a child, understood as a child, thought like a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things. And that Bible verse really set the trajectory for I feel like my relationship with God, number
Mm-hmm.
one, but also my football career too, because my coach gave me that when I was back in 9th grade, like young buck.
Oh,
like
yeah.
a lot of people don't know. Well, I say a lot of people don't know, but a lot of people from this area, they'll know.
Mhm.
But if you're not, you won't. Growing up, I did have a bad attitude now. Like
Mhm.
if I was a sore loser, you know, I
Mhm.
kind of bucked up to authority, you know, thought I knew it all and stuff. And my coach, he gave me that Bible verse, like, look, man, you got all the potential in the world, but you do a lot of childish things, whether that's hanging out with certain people or doing
Mhm.
certain things, you know, when you're not supposed to. And if you want to, you know, be who God called you to be, you got to put that away. And like, it
Mhm.
really just resonated with me because like he put it in my locker. I was like, Coach,
Oh.
what is this?
Yeah.
So I went down, sat down, talked to him, and he basically gave me a whole sermon, you know. So
That's awesome, though.
I see that was your favorite.
yeah,
And I'm like, people usually go to very popular verses, like John 3:16. Just
yeah.
verses are not bad verses
Right.
at all. I'm not gonna say that.
It's no bad verse in the
There's
Bible.
no bad verse in the Bible, but there are the ones that's like very like repetitively used.
Yeah.
So to have one that is just like you don't hear a lot. I
Yeah.
read that and I was like, "Ooh, who are you?" A lot of men don't speak about that. It was very interesting to how in tune you are with like your masculinity.
It's a lot more access to a lot of different things,
Mhm.
and you have a lot of people that want to. I think what it boils down to, in my opinion, kind of like what you said,
Mhm.
you want to take care of somebody, right?
Mhm.
You got a lot of people that want something handed to them, want the easy way. Like nothing in life that's worth having is going to be easy,
Mhm.
whether that's a job, a woman or a man, or anything, you know, in life. If you really want something that's worth something, you got to put in time and put in work and like do the hard things that nobody
Yeah.
else is willing to do. And I
Yeah.
think that's a big, it's like step as well as a man. Like
Mhm.
you can't expect anybody to save you, just like I said earlier.
Mhm.
And I think that's what a lot of people.
Yeah, and I don't want to be saved. That's the thing for me. Like,
I think women can be saved though. I'm not trying
No,
to say
you
like
can.
you know, like take any
Somebody's
independence
more
away
prone
from
to
you.
come and try to save us.
Right, exactly.
Makes it, well,
I know, not, I mean, not
Okay.
from my experience, but
well.
and that's the whole thing goes back to like bills and all of this. I don't want anyone to have something to hold over my shoulder.
Right.
And you know, I talked to me and Lillian did a show, and she's like, build your own table. Like, don't expect to come and sit at somebody else's table and eat. Like, build your own table. Like, have that foundation set for yourself. Because you can't build something off of somebody else's foundation
Yeah.
or a broken foundation. You can't. You shouldn't. It's not. You might think it's like good in the beginning, but it's ultimately just not going to last.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Honestly, everything you say, I agree with.
Yeah.
You want to
You
You
argue?
don't have to agree
No,
with me.
no, but it's crazy because like I feel like I'm listening to myself right now because my parents raised me that way to
Yeah.
like you don't judge, treat
Yeah.
others how you want to be treated.
The golden rule.
The golden rule that
Golden rule.
people fail so much at because like we're all human. We all
make
feel.
mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Nobody's perfect.
Everybody has those days.
Yep.
So, you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wait, what day? Wait. I missed that actually. I didn't catch that.
Hannah Montana.
Yeah, everybody makes mistakes.
Hannah Montana? I didn't watch Hannah Montana. Sorry.
Oh, that was my.
That was before his time.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think I watched Hannah Montana even if it was during my time.
You listen to Billy Ray Cyrus.
I know Billy Ray.
Don't break my heart.
I
My
didn't-
ache, you break your heart. You don't know that song?
I didn't grow
Man,
up
let me
listening
admit,
to country, honestly.
I-
I actually recently got into listening to country probably around like junior high,
Yeah.
like varsity football.
Okay.
I didn't like country music.
I'm
either.
picky. I'm very picky with it.
But I love it now.
I do. Me too. I love it now because before I thought it was like more of like a racist thing to like country music.
Yeah.
And I may look white on the outside, but inside, I'm red.
I was still waiting to see where this was going.
But no, I grew up on a lot of like Motown music. My mom is very like Michael Jackson when he used to the Temptations, and then Muscle Shoals has amazing music,
Yeah.
and then Etta James, all them. Like I grew up on some really good music.
My music has kind of gone with how I've grown in like myself
Yeah.
as well. Because
Mhm.
playing football, you had to listen. Like I say, you had to. We had guys that didn't, but that's what got you pumped up. You listening
Yeah.
to the Wayne. You listening to the
50 Cent.
Gates, the 50, like all that before the game, like getting you
Yeah.
pumped up.
Heck yeah.
And like now it's like, what reason do I have to get that way? Like in that mindset.
Coming here, I like to get pumped up.
Exactly. Like I'm over here riding in Florence, Alabama. What do I need to be listening to? Like Boosie and Webby and all them.
I
for,
love
like-
Boosie.
Yeah.
Yes, that was my person in middle school.
But now I listen to, like, I love Chris Stapleton,
Mhm.
Riley Green, Zach Bryan, Morgan Wallen.
Okay, yeah.
My guy, Cassius Culpepper. Y'all know him?
Mm-mm.
He's based out of Alabama. He's like a black kind of country blues guy.
Where's he
you know?
from? Like what part of Alabama?
I don't know, but he's from Alabama. He got some really good songs.
Yeah, no, I love all music now. I learned that when I got older and my mindset was changing, that like music, like genres are like food. Like, you can go. You're looking at me crazy.
I just be waiting for it to like.
I
my
think he's
metaphor,
learned.
my metaphor, like how I know. But go to a food court and you got Chick-fil-A, you got Manchu Walk used to be in Madison Square Mall. It was so good. It was like Chinese food, sesame chicken, lo mein. Oh, God. So you got like the Chinese, you got the Korean, you got the Chick-fil-A's, you got the pizza. Yeah. So that's like go in there and you're looking at all the different options and you probably like every different option at some point in the day, whether you're getting amped up or slowed down.
Yeah.
And that's music, like
Yeah.
genres. It's just like food. Like you should not, your taste buds.
I like that
Yeah.
analogy.
Yeah. So it's
There
like,
go the list right there. Try to get me right there.
You've done so good.
yeah, no, I haven't noticed at all.
I've been noticing this whole
I
time.
have not at all like once like heard it.
I got like a little bumper in the back too, so I was just biting on it.
Hi, my name is Trey Wood.
I would know it's fine because this is my first time meeting you, so I wouldn't have known otherwise how you really sounded.
I mean, I sound the same. I think it's just
Well-
more like when I say certain words, like
I have not been hearing that. I took speech therapy when I was in school, and I was so embarrassed.
I did too.
Did you?
I couldn't. So another thing about me, childhood. Let's revert. Let's go back. I actually had to take speech classes when I was growing up. I think I told y'all this whenever y'all interviewed me. I had to take speech classes. That was one of the things that like I wasn't very confident in at all. That's why
yeah.
I was like kind of quiet as a kid.
Yeah.
And like even now, sometimes like if I get excited or like if it's like I'm rambling or whatever, I start stuttering and like mumbling and everything. But I had to like take speech classes.
Me too.
You're. This is. I mean, I don't know if it's too
know,
personal.
'cause I'm
Like, why did you have to take it? Like, what was your issue?
Like I would I couldn't pronounce words like the way they were supposed to. Like mesh them together. Like I would almost say
Okay.
like a full
Yeah.
sentence just super fast, and they'd be like, "What are you talking about? You're laughing at me? Wow,
No,
wow."
I get
I'm
this.
just playing. I'm just
No, I was embarrassed. Me,
I'm not laughing at y'all.
no, CH like church. I would say church.
yeah, that's how I kind of would do. Like I would say stuff wrong like that.
I've never really went into details about this. It was so bad. I hated it. I hated being taken down the hall to that classroom.
Yeah. So
I was so embarrassed.
We never talked really in
Yeah.
elementary though, so I wouldn't have known that.
No, because I was in speech therapy.
That's why you were so quiet.
Yeah, I was so quiet because I could not say my S's or CH's.
Mm.
But now I can say both.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, and people always today will say like my speaking is still like
You just talk fast.
you talk fast. You know what I mean? You talk so fast. I'm like, I've got a lot to say.
Yeah.
But we do need to do that "Am I tripping" thing, and then we'll
Let's
let
do
you
it.
go. I mean,
Which
hi.
mine's not. Bad. I mean, at all.
Okay, am I tripping? Is the J thing like real? Like J names?
what? What's the J?
You've not heard about the J names?
What is the J name? What is it like?
Red
is it something
flags.
bad?
Ooh,
is it
like
bad?
stay away from the J names.
You're tripping.
I mean, I've had 3.
I know a lot of good J's. J
Jesus.
names. Number 1.
Jesus.
little racist, maybe.
Woo! No, the J is silent.
I was just being funny. That's kind of goes back to like anything else. You can't judge of somebody just because.
There, I'm
name.
tripping.
You might miss out on your blessing trying to think all
I
J's.
tried
or,
3
like,
different J's, and they all
the
3.
fourth one,
I was
the
not
fourth
tripping.
one might be it. You never know.
Could be.
Never
You never know. That's gonna be the win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your I'm tripping?
I'm reading which one I want to say because you got me tore up over here. Do men get amnesia when they mess up?
Do
Or am I
men get
tripping?
amnesia when they mess up? I think everybody got a little touch of CTE.
No, men.
Yeah.
So sometimes you forget, you know.
Forget what to text back.
Oh, I'm terrible at that actually.
So we're not tripping.
But I think it's also y'all aren't tripping. But I think that it's like
You're gonna
warranted.
My cards are upside
warranted,
down.
you know?
warranted by what?
Because we're busy.
I'm busy, but you make time for what you want, right?
You do, but also, what's the point of going back and forth like small talk through
Oh,
text?
no,
I agree
yeah,
with-
yeah,
I agree with
no.
that
I
for
hate
sure.
small talk.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I would rather, I'm the type, hey, just call me.
Yeah.
I'd rather, like, if it's something important, just call me. Like, I
Yeah.
know how to text.
No, yeah. I would, yeah, no. Just let me know you're good, and then you can call. I don't want to be on the phone all day. I don't want to see my phone, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna ask us if you're tripping?
I got to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was supposed to do that. You got something on here?
No, I didn't write anything down for you. Is there something you want to know about?
About women?
Are you tripping?
I already know a lot about women.
Oh yeah, you had
You don't know
Quite
anything
the
about
experience.
grown women, though.
Do I? Are you assuming that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not assuming anything.
Am I tripping?
You don't look like a trip.
I don't usually trip because I don't run.
Yeah. I don't
I
know.
really don't got.
Yeah.
I don't got nothing for you. So
That's okay. There don't need to be a trip.
you
Sure.
got it.
No, I knew. That's all I was. Well, no, I think that was it. Maybe I'll call you if I find another one. Yeah, we go to ask him your big idea. What's the big idea? Olivia has a segment. Olivia Blankenship's segment on what is the big idea, because she asked everyone what's the big idea.
Blanket. Wait. So Reed's your brother? Or
That's
Drew?
it.
I thought
Could've
the
been.
last person I said was Drew.
Reed's my brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Funny story about Reed. So
Oh, let me hear it.
Oh.
whenever I was, we were, both getting recruited, and I didn't even go to the camp. I went to the camp with my friend, but it was a Memphis camp. He was there, and we was like, I was watching him. I didn't know him at this time. I was like, dang, who's that white boy moving like that?
Heck
Like,
Yeah.
and then
can
kind of
play.
found out it was him. But I always thought that was funny. But he really good.
You know,
really
people
good.
are like,
He is so good.
what's that white boy doing back there?
Because he played
I
DB.
know.
Like most white boys don't play DB.
Yeah.
Like they both
What's
like
going on?
balling. So.
She's
I
told me a
get 'em
lot about
confused
this
sometimes.
with him playing, and we're watching the game, and she's like, how many people are going to get past before he has to go make this tackle right now? And I'm like,
But then if he misses a tackle and then
Everybody mad at that's
everybody's mad at him,
That's
he's
part
like,
of being
that
safety,
wasn't
though.
even my guy.
You're
Or
right. You're right.
yeah,
That's
she's
part
like,
of safety though.
yeah, he boy, he gets it.
she
What's
gets,
your segment though? I'm interested now.
I'll just walk in if there's any slight inconvenience. I'm just like, what's the big idea?
yes, and ask a good, like, hard hitting question, get something out of you that you don't, might not have said.
I had this written down. What's a rule or like social norm that you think should just be like thrown out?
A social norm that should be thrown out.
Things
I
that's
think
like,
I think cancel culture is the worst.
Oh,
thing.
oh, okay,
That should
that's
be
good.
thrown out because nobody like that goes back to nobody's perfect, right? And I
Mhm.
understand like some things are just like really bad.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like if we all dug into our closets and pull out those skeletons, we'll all be looking
Oh,
at each
yeah.
other like, what are you doing? You know what I'm
Crazy,
saying?
yeah.
So I think trying to like take somebody's career or livelihood because
Yeah.
they either said something or did something, like that's a little overboard. Because we all done said or did something we're not proud of.
Just not
so.
on camera.
Yep, just
Exactly.
nobody knows about
Yeah.
it.
That's so
So
true.
cancel culture.
That's amazing. Well, I'm sure we can sit here and talk to you all day. I'm sorry. I know that we probably seem crazy.
Nah, y'all are very down to earth, ladies.
Oh,
So are
crazy.
you. You're not what I
are.
expected you to be.
Okay, now
I know. I was,
Really? Yeah.
I really like. I want to know. A lot of people always say that they're like, "You're not what I expected you to be." I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Like,
It's not bad. I get because social media. You just look so professional. Like you're out with all these people doing all these fun, and now you're just like,
But no,
You just don't
you're
put it on
not
social
wrong.
media.
I do have a lot of people that say that. Like when they first meet me, they're like, "You're not what I expected you to be." I'm like, "How?"
I was like, what do you mean? Yeah.
I'm not
Because you were
human.
raised right. You have great parents. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are exactly how I expected you to be. You got to do that research farther beyond social media.
You definitely did your research.
Yeah.
Start name
That's-
dropping a birthday and
That's
nine
those
house.
pounds.
I was like, "What the hell?"
Heck yeah.
What did I get into?
Yes, yes.
Man, we ain't gonna put this in here, but
We can
like,
cut it out.
shut your mouth.
I swear.
Well,
Fine.
swear he.
I would be in the back like,
I'm just like,
so he does.
Yeah.
it's.
Oh no, you're talking about something
Wait.
different. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Okay, I was like,
What? Oh my god, what's going on right now? Get the camera.
she's like, my dad has like.
Oh my god. Whoa.
Did you say what? Well,
Yeah, we'll have to come see your farm and go hunting, please.
we'll
Yeah.
take you on.
Duck hunting
I don't care.
or deer hunting.
Either.
That kind
both.
of is about the what is it's about the end.
But no, but for real, I would do want you to try my deer jerky.
I will.
Okay. All right.
I've got deer.
Y'all are like good people. I like y'all.
I
I
know,
like you.
you're a good person.